Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. So as you know, we are in July 2024, still recovering from a major societal financial breakdown that happened in just 2020. The government was trying to send out stimulus checks. That's what they were calling them. And I feel like that caused such a level of inflation that so many people after that became homeless. They were let go from their jobs and they couldn't afford the roof over their own heads. Well, this story that we're about to see is from a young man himself who talks about how he's actually homeless, living in a tent, but he was still working. Most homeless people just accept their fate as homeless and then they just get on the corner and beg. Well, this guy actually was working even though he was homeless, but he ended up losing his job for doing this.
Fired from this hotel for taking home leftover food. I was allowed to take it at first and then they changed their mind due to poor management. Being homeless, I took it anyway because I'm not gonna let good food go to waste. I was being very sneaky about it until I got caught posting it online. The video got so popular that my boss found out about it because people were emailing the hotel, calling me a thief and everything, when in reality I'm homeless and I needed the food to save money. So I came into work and then my boss pulled me into the office and said, "Leland, you know you're not supposed to take food home, right?" I told him the truth. I didn't lie about anything. He respected my honesty and put me on paid leave for 2 weeks. And then I get a severance package stating that if I signed it, I would get $449. But I could not post any videos about me taking food home. I don't have a home though. I almost signed it, but thankfully I read the fine print because I'm making way more money off of the hotel TikTok videos than I would have ever made off of that severance package. My boss knew I was homeless and still let me go.
This story kind of leaves you torn because on the one hand, you can understand the hotel has rules. Rules are in place for a reason. You're not supposed to take the food home. That's not what it's there for. But it does seem awfully wasteful to just throw it in the garbage, right? Because that's what they probably do with leftover food. To me, I would have a situation where we bagged up the food or boxed it up and gave it away to the homeless because it's like you have leftover food every day. So why would you just throw it in the garbage? That just seems so awfully wasteful. I mean, granted, you can't serve it to your customers because it's day-old food and it's not fresh anymore. But to homeless, hungry people, that food is good. That's a hot meal to them. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate that these kind of rules do exist because they seem stupid. I was always raised like waste not, want not. So that means that this company wastes a lot of food. So if they end up going bankrupt, I would totally understand because you're being wasteful. Maybe they should cut down the amount of food they make so that there's not so much left over, or find a way that they can donate it, or just even offer it to the employees. Like, why not? It just seems like if you're just going to throw it in the garbage, then why wouldn't you? Well, anyway, this video here is the one that actually got him fired. Ugh, right? I mean, you would have to be hungry to eat food like out of a plastic bag all jumbled together like that and from behind a dumpster. I don't think I've ever been that hungry in my life. Thank God. But not even trying to be funny or anything, but that's truly disgusting. Like, he literally bagged up the eggs and the sausage together in a white clear bag, whatever, and put the garbage with it. I mean, granted, it was in its own bag, but still, like, that's just nasty as heck. I just couldn't imagine wanting to eat something that was in a plastic bag all mixed together and behind a dumpster. And so all they were going to do is throw away the food. What do you guys think? Like, I mean, on the one hand, he's obviously being very sneaky. If the boss had changed the rule about you being able to have the food, then that means you weren't supposed to have it anymore. I don't think it's right. I personally, if I owned a hotel, if I had a business like that, we had leftover food, I would want it to go to somebody. I wouldn't want the food that I bought to just go to waste. But that's just me. You know, I don't know why they would all of a sudden stop him from being able to have it like it was such a problem. But And he obviously found a way around it, but because he posted it online, that's what got him fired, because people were literally ratting on him. Like I said, in a business case, you have to follow the rules. But we all work in jobs, you know, most of us, unless you're fortunate enough to be an entrepreneur or have your own business, you probably don't agree with all the rules that are at your job. In fact, a lot of them make you go, what? We're doing it like this? This seems so stupid and backwards. It's because you're an employee, you're on the front line, you see things that the upper management doesn't see. And so a lot of the decisions that upper management make seem stupid to you. That to me seems stupid. It seems stupid to just throw the food away, especially when you have a person that's willing to take it out of there and eat it and consume it. So this was the level of depravity that he had to stoop to be able to get the food. So obviously this man is in a very hard place in his life. He's homeless, living in a tent. He said once he had that bagged up food, he was going to walk back to his tent, which wasn't far from the job. That can't be an easy life. That can't be an easy situation. Hopefully he's able to make enough videos to maybe earn some cash and get himself out of that situation. I don't know how he got there. Maybe it's none of my business, but I feel like the hotel is wrong. Me personally, I would, again, make it okay to be like, here, you can take a cardboard box, stuff that food in there and take it home, rather than just putting it in the garbage. I mean, I'm the kind of person, if we have leftover food that we can't eat and it's safe for the dogs, we give it to the dogs, because at least at that point, the food that we purchased that we, you know, may not want anymore, but it's still good enough for someone to eat, you know, even if it's just my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just believe in not wasting stuff, because at the end of the day, there are people that are really hungry in the world, and we got people that are starving to death right now in certain countries. And it's like, if we can combat that even here at home, then we should. I don't know. You guys leave me a comment, tell me what you think. Thank you for watching. If you have made it this far, leave me a blue heart, and I will see you all next time.